COVID hit. 2020 was going to be the year of Experiential. All this work teed up, all these events, all these shows, all this everything. Slam. What did it feel like? Did you know you were going to pivot? How you were going to pivot? And take us through that moment and how you powered through it.
Oh, man. Andrew, have you ever been punched in the gut so hard where you like black out for a second and you lose your breath? Yeah.
I feel like Andrew could say yes to that.
I was going to say I never have. But I think that finding out that COVID was hitting and changing our industry, that it was that exact moment. For a moment of shock, uncertainty, where do we go from here? But then just like getting the wind knocked out of you, you quickly recover, and you move on from there. That's exactly what we did at MAG. And I want to make sure that I say, you guys did that amazing tee-up about the Bulldog Award, but in my eyes, that wasn't just me, that was the entire team on the Experiential team. Everyone was a Bulldog in 2020. So you asked what we had to do.
Go ahead. Say something, because I'm not going to disclose anything, and we're a privately held company and all that kind of stuff. But I am obviously a good friend and a partner with your leader, who is Jonathan Margolis, and we review budgets and everything. And we go, you guys are out of the gate already exceeding budgets and projections for 2021, which is hands down unbelievable. How are you doing it to pivot and create memorable experiences when you just can't be there anymore?
Yeah. Well, I think we needed to lean into what we knew, Andrew. So our team is really good at producing events. We're really good at getting creative and theming and helping brands tell stories with that theme. And we're really good at developing content, either videos or decks, presentations. So we leaned into that, but then we also had to lean into what we didn't know, right? And set a foundation. So like step one, how do you produce a virtual event? I'm kind of kidding, but not really. I've never produced a virtual event before, sitting here now that I've produced 28 since last March. But how do you work to build content that's going to be engaging and compete with everything else that consumers or your audience has going on at home, right? And how do you train your speakers to be able to deliver that content in a way where they are not seeing anyone's reactions and they're not hearing their feedback, but they still need to land that message. And if you're doing breakouts for trainings, how are you making sure that they're hands-on and engaging and replicating that in-person experience? And really two things, Andrew, I think that we did really well to kind of set that foundation, bringing us into 2021, is we acted quickly. Brands couldn't wait to see what could be done. They had to do what they thought should be done. And we're lucky that we had clients to take that leap of faith with us. Within a month, we were working with some of our clients. We were supposed to be doing this huge training event at the Bellagio in Vegas. And that was kind of that, oh, crap moment when I got the call from her of we're canceling that entire contract, but we're still doing the events on a platform that we know, and we want to send the experience home to everyone. So within that month, we were doing experience kits, shipping out to everyone to bring the experience home to them. We were also trying to figure out how we're filling that void, right? 2020 was about filling the void we were all filling. If we've learned anything from 2020, it's that people crave interaction and experiences, and people need people. So how did we develop that? And how did we think about that as we were thinking about the events that we were planning? And we actually introduced our solution, Virtual You, which was bringing folks together in a world as avatars, where it was the closest thing to an in-person experience. You could be walking past someone and stop and have a conversation. You could see people raising your hands. You could get into those breakout rooms. And we filled the void while knowing that void that we had to fill pretty quickly.
Yeah, I was happy because I did a couple of those virtual events. There wasn't a setting that said add COVID pounds. I appreciate you guys not putting that on there. Otherwise, my wife would have made me tick that box. So I got to be pre-COVID Andrew through the virtual events. Kelly, I think you have a question.